What's up, everyone? It is Jason Jani. Welcome back to my channel. It's great to have you here. And in this video, I'm going to give you 2 ways to deal with a potentially awkward situation if you are a wedding DJ and you have a couple that wants to throw the bouquet and the garter and someone catches it that probably shouldn't have done it. So I'm going to give you 2 solutions on how to deal with this kind of awkward or complicated situation based on some real deal things that I've learned along my way as a DJ and business owner in the event industry. Now, if you're new to the channel, before I get into this, I'd love to take this opportunity to ask you to drop down below, hit the subscribe button and support my hustle, my journey, and all the things that go on this channel. 1, it'll help me out, and 2, it'll keep you in the know every time I drip a video on this channel, and I try to release content weekly to help DJs worldwide improve their performance and their business. It's a lot of varied content, but it's all content that's based on real deal learnings of me being a full-time DJ for greater than 10 years, as well as a business owner in the event industry. I started a company called the SCE Event Group, and along the way, I've made a ton of mistakes, and I've learned a ton. And on this channel, I share content that I've learned from my events as a DJ performing, as well as a business owner that will help you save time, energy, and money, and it will allow you to get a little bit further, a little bit faster. That's kind of like the theme of my content here, and it's all meant to push our industry forward. I believe that together we grow, and if you feel me and you feel that and you're new here, I'd love to invite you to drop down below and hit that subscribe button real quick so you stay in the know and dialed in every time I drip new content. And if you're a returning subscriber, viewer, or observer of my content, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you here. Thank you for revisiting. Thank you for supporting. And thank you for checking out this video, as well as all the other videos that you've seen thus far on the channel. This channel is a personal project of mine, and one that I am pumped about. And I have a lot of ideas for a lot of amazing content that will help DJs and event people in our industry just grow and be better. And that's what it's all about. Together, we grow. So let me offer you 2 different kind of solutions to a potentially awkward situation. And that's if someone catches the bouquet or the garter at a wedding that really shouldn't. First and foremost, what is the most common thing? Maybe someone is too young. They're not of legal age. When I say legal age, maybe like 18 or older, making things potentially awkward. Could be a 16-year-old guy or girl and a 30-something girl or guy, and it's just an awkward pairing. Now, traditionally, this custom, this formality, this staple in a lot of weddings has kind of gone away over the years, but for decades, this was a tradition that so many people incorporated into their celebrations. And I've seen so many people do it, even if it was not appropriate. So I started to think of ways to deal with situations. And just last weekend, I had a situation arise where it wasn't a younger couple. I'll give you the solution to that in a second. But it was a couple that wasn't a couple, and it was an awkward pairing of people that really created a very uncomfortable situation. More details in a second. So let's talk about the first of these kind of like situations, and that's if one person, either the boy or the girl in the situation, catches either the garter or the bouquet, that really shouldn't do it. So how do you handle it? My solution is very simple. At the time of them catching it, I get their name. I acknowledge them. I get the entire room to get pumped up for them. I acknowledge the fact that they caught it, and then I give them the instruction to take that, whatever it is that they caught, either the garter or the bouquet, and to hand it to someone that is appropriate to kind of take part in the festivities that are about to take place on the dance floor. In the event that you can't do that, I try to, if it's a younger boy and an older woman or whatever, I have them put it on their arm. That's very basic and 101, but it's a solution that will work. I always try to keep things moving forward in a professional and an ethical manner. So I want to acknowledge the person. I want to give them instruction to give that to someone that can play within the milestones that are about to unfold. That doesn't look bad on either the couple or the situation. Now, getting to my other issue, what happens when a couple that is on site, maybe the girl catches the flowers, but a different guy catches the garter? And this doesn't happen often, but does happen from time to time. I just did a wedding where this beautiful girl caught the flowers, and her quite dapper and handsome, extremely muscular boyfriend was a little bit slow on catching the garter, and someone that was much smaller, much nimbler, and much quicker scooped it up before he can get it, not really understanding who her boyfriend really was. Because the girl was very pretty, you know, everyone was hot after this thing until they realized who her boyfriend was, which created a somewhat complex situation very quickly. So how did I deal with it? Well, I did the same thing I kind of did with the boy that I referenced earlier, but I just did it in an adult perspective. What's your name, bro? Congratulations, you caught it. Everyone make some noise for this man who caught the garter, blah, 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 blah. I'll say, I don't know if you know this, but this is who caught the bouquet. What's your name? Great, fantastic. Now, are you here by yourself? No, I'm not. I'm here with my boyfriend. Oh, that's interesting. Where's your boyfriend? Oh, my boyfriend's over there. How long have you guys been dating? 5 years. Fantastic. Well, any gentleman in a situation like this, speaking now to the guy who caught the garter, could do one of two things. You either boss your way through it, place the garter on the leg, create an uncomfortable situation that you have to now keep in your mind for the rest of the duration of that celebration, or you could be a gentleman and you can invite her boyfriend out to the dance floor. You can shake his hand. You can give him the garter and you can pay it forward as a gentleman. In the event that they do that, you give them both a lot of love and you set the stage of how it was maybe originally intended but didn't unfold. Now, you can ham this up any different way, but I think this is one of those things that as a DJ, as an MC, you have to be quick on your feet. You have to be aware of your situation and surroundings, and you have to understand kind of the tone of that party. You don't want to upset anyone. It is super important that you stay professional, you stay ethically correct. And I think handling a situation this way is really, really a good thing. It looks good on not just you as a professional, but it looks good on the couple because you're not creating an uncomfortable situation. It looks good on social media because no one's gonna be floating pictures of someone random sticking their hand up someone's dress, putting on a garter. And even more so, it looks good on the couple where you're not creating a slightly or incredibly uncomfortable situation that could escalate beyond that after that moment ends. Now, obviously, you're opting in when you do all this kind of stuff, so you need to know your room. You need to understand who you're working for. You need to understand kind of the parameters of the situation. But these are two ways that I deal with this slightly uncomfortable situation should it arise in the future. Now, a lot of people are not doing this, and that's fine. There's a lot of different things that you can do. There's a lot of different ways that you can kind of set this up so that you can't fix it or you can't, create that perfect pairing. But you need to be aware of things that could unravel the remainder of that celebration. In the Northeast United States, we typically do this about an hour to an hour and a half towards the end of the celebration. So there's still a considerable amount of time that needs to kind of like happen after that. So it's super important that you keep kind of the event healthy, you keep the mindset of the people that are attending the event healthy, and you keep kind of the integrity of your business and just all the things that are going on. You don't want to create unneeded drama, especially at someone's wedding. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you. So if you're a DJ, you've been doing this for a while, whatever, I want to know how you handled this kind of situation. And if you could share it in the comments field down below, I would be forever grateful. Let's get the conversation started down below. So if you agree with me or you do something a little bit different, I'd love to hear from you. Drop down in the comments, get the conversation going, and I'll take the time to respond to every single person that drops a comment in this video. And I just appreciate your watch here. So my name is Jason Jani. If you haven't seen what I'm all about or my events and the things that I've been able to do, check out some of the party footage that I'm gonna include at the end of this video. Just click on the videos, see what it's all about. And I appreciate your view. Be on the lookout for more content coming right here in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Thank you for the watch. Take care.